This is I Fell from Grace, a indie point-and-click adventure which is out on Steam today. That's the 20th of December. I know very little about this, only that it is, I think, told through poetry. And so far the music's really nice and ominous, and the pixel art looks quite good. So let's make the start. Haven't played this, as is tradition with this little series. I'm not using a controller. I didn't think I could. Inventory tab, yes. Cycle up into okay. Let's make the start. At the Lieberman Group Research Laboratory, thinking outside the box was mandatory. This amazing facility, which at science advancements hurled, is also famously known as the scene of the end of the world. I don't have my glasses on, so this might be a problem. When your love lays dying and all hope is lost, a light in the darkness offers hope without cost. But you know as well as me that nothing comes for free. When your fate is impossible to bend, your beginning will be the same as your end. Alright, intro. Alright. Didn't see that coming. Ooh, alright, that's a strange opening. But I'm invested, it has to be said. I like the art style, nice and simplistic. Yikes, that sure was one starry dream, so starry I woke myself up with a scream. Alright, let's that done then. So, I didn't wander around, I didn't interact with objects, it looks like. It's in the fridge. Oh, I can just open and close it, is that right? Do I have other actions I can do? No? Okay. Telephone. I can't think of anyone I need to call. My circle of friends is really small. It's quite interesting to do everything with poetry. It's quite brave, because poetry obviously isn't easy to write. Dialogue's not easy to write. Poetry just makes it twice as hard. We always wanted a bit backyard. It was a divin thin for family life. Its uncut grass now haunts me, and with grace it causes strife. Oh, that's interesting. Wonder why that is. What ominous event happened to this young fellow that causes him to be afraid of his own back garden, I wonder? So, yeah, bookshelf. My collection of literary butts. I don't just keep them for lots. Something was glint in there, though. How do I... Did I do other things, maybe? Inventory. Tarty, money, watch. Okay. Go upstairs. Okay. See what else is down here? No, let's go upstairs. What's upstairs? Oh. I've got a bedroom. Okay, so that's nice. That's someone asleep. Grace. Good morning. Good morning, my darling. How are you feeling today? You're looking so radiant, even the sun can't stay away. Good morning, sweet Henry. That's kind of you to say. I don't feel much better, but today's a brand new day. The sun is out shining again for the first time in a fortnight. Maybe I'll feel strong enough to enjoy some autumn sunlight. Today will be a good day, Grace. I can feel it in my bones. You'll be up and out of bed again. Why don't you call Miss Jones? Oh, you know I don't like that woman. She's such a hussy and a steeze. I've heard she'll sleep with anyone, spends her weekend on her knees. Alright, I wish I spoke like this all the time. I could probably do with speaking nothing and rhyming. I made videos on YouTube about new games. No one watches them. I am the limbs. Anyway. I'm so sorry I managed to fall asleep on the couch then. I was working late going over the report on that new flu strain. That's alright, darling. I'll know the day you disappear. I could hear you snoring all the way from up here. I'll know the day you disappear. Okay. Promise you'll come to bed tonight. I don't like sleeping on my own. Your body heat is so comforting, and it's so cold when I'm alone. I promise, Grace, and all that is holy, tonight I surely won't let you down. Do you want me to pick up a movie later on my way back home from town? Oh yes, I would really love that. There's one I've been wanting to see. A recording from the local orchestra, performing Flight of the Bumblebee. Not now, Grace. You know I've never been a huge fan of the arts. I'll pick up something we'll both enjoy. Light-hearted comedy full of farts. Oh, yes, dear. Sorry to be a pain. Why don't you pick the movie this time, Adain? Can you check the mailbox? I haven't gotten my magazines. I haven't missed an issue since I was in my teens. See my teas. Grace, by chance, have you seen my teas? They've gone missing again like leaves in the breeze. If I can't find them soon, I'll be running late. If I'm not on time for work then, that might just seal my fate. I'm afraid I do not know where you might have set them down. Hurry up and find them. We can't afford to your boss's frown. I should do, or I'll be late for work. My boss is on my back. He's such a jerk. Henry, before you head out the date, can I ask you, do you believe in fate? Yeah, sure, why not? I was raised in a Calvinist household, and while I no longer believe that our path is meant to be, is something I carry on my sleeve. Alright, that was a bit weird to ask that as you leave. Go to sleep? I can't go to sleep, I thought I worked. Stay what around the house. Yeah, art style's very nice. I'm not sure about the poetry. I liked it. It's really different, and like, fair play. I'm always up for people doing interesting and, you know, different things with video games. And God, I've never played a game that's all in poetry. Just some inspired meditation in a small syringe. The cabinet is dusty with a very creaky hinge. I thought it said cheaty hinge for a second. We shared a lovely romantic night in this bathtub once. I slipped climbing out and felt like the right dunce. Grace laughed at me and gave me a flirtatious smile. For that smile I would crawl on my knees for a mile. Yeah, the atmosphere and stuff's brilliant. I wonder whether or not it would have been... I don't know. The poetry's... It's very interesting. I want to see where it goes. I'll give it a chance. This is where I keep my research reference materials, from Chemistry 101 to advancements in antibacterials. I had such grandiose plans for this desk and office space. I'd worked hard and got lots of awards to put in my butt case. These days I'm nothing but a laughingstock in work. If things don't shape up, I'll be demoted to mail clerk. Oh, I wonder what's... Trouble work life, Henry? His name was Henry, wasn't it? I think it was. I still cannot bring myself to enter through this door. The sorrow within there still cuts through my toe. You think maybe he's lost a son or a daughter, perhaps? I mean, probably. Alright, let's go downstairs. Let's get out of here. Let's go to work. I cannot open this, but it isn't blocked. It's simply that the door is locked. Okay, let's have a look. As illogical as it might appear, I cannot use this item here. Right here. So I need to find his keys. Did I miss something? I think there was a box in the study that I missed, actually, you know. Because I saw it and I was like, I'll be fine, I don't need to go in there. But that was my undoing, wasn't it? Dust. Moving bots. The hell was that? This is the bots that ended our dreams, set in a new course with sorrowful themes. I picked up a moving box. Can I use the moving bots? Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's just like a little puzzle game, I guess, right? She's asleep. I'm assuming I can't just go to sleep, right? It's a bit early to go to bed. I'll have to wait till later to rest my head. Yeah, okay. Then I show her the moving bots. No. Tease. I feel like it said in the settings, actually. Sorry, to go into the settings. Cycle down, cycle up. Menu, inventory, run, move left. Okay. Okay, well then run. That's interesting. Okay, cool. Where are his T's? So I thought when I said cycle up, you say that I thought maybe like cycle through different options. No. 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 Okay, need to get out of the house. Where are my keys? They're up there, right? Oh, can I use the moving box to get up? Yeah, okay, nice. The hell are my house keys doing on top of this shelf? If I didn't know better, I'd suspect a mischievous elf. Of course you would. I thought my house key, yeah, alright. Mischievous elf. Fucking hell. Right. Exit the house. House key. Boom. Hey, look at that. I'm not even shot. By turning the T, the door is unlocked. I'm not shot either. Henry, hey, don't run away. Oh, some jobber. Oh, the art is really nice, actually. It's really nice and clean. Oh, Miss Jones, nice weather today. It's nice to see a sty that isn't grey. Darling, you're adorable, going on about the weather. Something that would be nice is an eve with me and you together. Miss Jones, I am, I didn't finish the rhyme. Haha, sweetheart dear, don't pay no mind to me. It's just my southern charm. I'm always full of glee. But I know Grace is rather poorly, so if you need a sympathetic ear, I'm right next door for you, Henry. We can chat over wine or beer. And if you've got any luck, we can read a book. Gotta run home. Gotta run, hun. Gotta run, hun. Have a good one. Oh, alright, Henry. Didn't hit on there. It's in the mailbox. There's nothing there. Grace will be sad to hear. Here? I'd say here, which is the old problem with rhyming, isn't it? It's not everything rhyming couplets. It's in the garage. An iron pipe. I used this iron pipe for self-defense, and for that it worked real good. When me and Grace first started out and we lived in a rough neighbourhood. It'd be pretty heavy thin to carry around, not something I'd want to schlep around town. I'll take it or not. There are shelves. So many brand new landscaping accessories. Grace was done at garden to learn a new skill. She was so joyful coming home with all of it. Not long after, however, is when she fell ill. I really should have worn my glasses for this. Ladder. I keep the ladder retracted. I've heard burglars alerting, but now the motor that brings it down has stopped working. Okay. That is just, there's a lot to write, you know, which is impressive, I think. The leaves are turning yellow as they wither and die. The coldness of winter is nigh. All we can do is stand by. This is Jones's house. This is the house of Miss Jones. She's got very active hormones. Oh, it's clever. It is clever. I like that. It's endearing. To enter my car, I need to use my car key. Then I can hit the road and be as free as I can be. Alright, here you go. Get in your little car. I unlock my car. Start to work. Which is where you need to head, right? Yeah, I like this. It's interesting. It's like I say, you know, I've never played anything that uses poetry as dialogue before, so that in of itself is an interesting little twerk. Okay. Oh my. So much for a sunny fall day. Will these grey skies ever go away? Who are you? Oh, I can't talk to you. Okay. The music's really nice. It's really like the nice and ambient. Bit fan of that. Stinty Pete, my man. How's it hannin'? You and that motel chit still bannin'? Henry, dude, nah, I tipped that to the turb. Turns out the B word was stealing on my herb. Looks like your later then won't please the corporate elites. If you don't watch out, man, you'll join me on the streets. How's the fundraising going? Folks must some money be throwing. It's dire, man, when the weather turns to shit. Seems it makes people's generosity take a hit. Yeah, them some money. Such to be you, but I'd see what I can do. Here, have a butt, it's all I can spare. I don't have any more I could possibly share. I'd give Stinty Pete some money. Henry! Ruh-roh. What have I told you about encouraging the bums? Before you know it, this whole area will be slums. Well, come on, Harris. Peter ain't harming no one. Don't you think your reaction is a bit overdone? Listen real good here. I'm the chief of security. What I say is law, and I want to rid of this impurity. Oh my god. Man, fuck you, dude. I'm a human being. Your attitude is fucked, and bad for your well-being. Go back inside if you want to play Harris Nazi Republic. I ain't moving from this spot. The sidewalk is public. That's right, I'm public with public there. I'll get you both in due time. That much I can guarantee. I don't know how and I don't know when, but you'll both be forced to flee. Ooh, what a stare little policeman. Sheesh, that guy is crazy. Always in such an angry strop. Typical behaviour, I bet, for those not allowed to be atop. Some weather we're having, huh? Some weather we're having. Rye? I've lost all my potatoes to blight. What? I know, man, it's truly insane. Never have I seen this much rain. Do you have a place to stay dry at night? Yours truly is a difficult plight. Don't worry about me, Henry. I always land on my feet. Things always work out for your buddy Stinty Pete. Oh, I like Stinty Pete. Unless I want to live on the street, gotta run. See you later, Stinty Pete. Yeah, Stinty Pete's a modern day hero. I'm a big fan of Stinty Pete. Alright, let's go inside my office then. Seems to be some kind of scientist. Hey, you over there, do you work at this place? My interviewer has disappeared without a trace. Yes, I actually do, but I don't do interviews, so to offer assistance I will have to refuse. Everyone here is so rude, I've been waiting more than an hour. At this stage my mood is going south, starting to get real sour. I'm a perfect fit for the advertised position. Just look at my experience, it's so ample. Just for the type of work the team is doing, with lots of tests on human tissue sample. Oh yeah, because that guy's head exploded at the start, didn't it? Sorry, I really can't help you. Just wait for the interview. It's an agitated visitor. What's the nervous visitor up to? I'm so excited for the opportunity to join the graduate program. I hear the competition is really tough with lots of good applicants, but I've been prepping for this opportunity since my final exam. I have just majored in particle physics, top of not just my class but also state. I worked really hard both day and night, because I feel working here is my fate. Alright, weird thing to tell a randomer. That guy 2 seats over has been an absolute pain, non-stop complaining, driving everyone insane. We all know the interview process here takes time, but I wouldn't give him a job, he ain't worth a dime. Oh, fair enough, bored visitor. Hey, Dawn. Hi, good morning, how are you today, Dawn? What's up with the empty boxes, or all the donuts, Dawn? Good morning to you, Henry, the treats run low at 7. You're aware what time it is, it's actually 20 to 11. Ouch, that's not good, the boss man won't be happy. I should head to my office then, I should make it rather snappy. Actually, you're wanted in meeting room number 1. Given how long they've been waiting, if I were you, I'd run. Oh. Remember to stay clear of elevator 3, it still gets stuck between floors, you see. To hear that? Like a soft synth trumpet? Don't know what that is. I can't believe it. I was so concerned with not running late, I didn't notice I've lost my badge for the date. Oh, Henry. Talk to Dawn. One more thing, Dawn. I've done it again. I lost my badge somewhere. Sorry to be a pain. Today is really not your day, huh? I'll help you one last time. What's with this synth saxophone? It's Dawn for it's just Dawn for it in the background. Today is really not your day, huh? I'll help you one last time. But don't overstay in work today. These don't record overtime. Bit of business badge. I haven't done it in my normal time, so they shouldn't record overtime. I should just have to do my hours. It's elevator 3. I need to avoid elevator 3. It's a fire step. Male lavatories, female lavatories. IT room. Alright, let's just go upstairs. Oh, I can't remember what she said. Oh. Was I choose one? Oh, okay. Let's go second floor then. It definitely wasn't second floor, was it? I've actually forgotten. Gym showers. 203. Yep, that's right. Notice boards. Canteen. Vending machines. A fine assortment of cheap knockoffs from just about every brand, but with the price so high you'd think they'd have been made by hand. That's a good observation there, Henry. Gym lockers. These lockers are reserved for the Worth Gym members to keep their workout clothes, towels and whatnot. Many of them just reuse their clothes each week, so there's a nasty smell of sweat permeating this spot. The gym. Meeting room 1. Here's the man of the hour. How nice of you to join us. Car troubles again. Did you have to take the bus? Should I do a different voice for this guy? I'm very sorry, sir. I couldn't find... I did care for your excuses. I cursed the day you were hired. If it wasn't for your mentor here, I would already have you fired. Sir, I promise this is the last time I'm late. It's just my wife is very sick and losing all this weight. Spare me your sob stories. This is a place of worth. Get out of my sight. Don't do your tasks before I do berserk. Alright, bye. Ugh, okay. Do I have an office then? I assume I have an office. Mess. God, look at this. Somebody should clean this mess. I don't know whom. Probably the janitors, I guess. Yeah, probably. What's in the gym? Excuse me. What do you want? Can't you see I'm in the zone? I can't stop for chit-chat. I'm working on my body tone. Yeah, that's fair enough. People who lift these dumbbells seem so incredibly obnoxious. Although if I did, maybe I would have been able to carry more boxes. Now is not the time to work on my physique, not while my career is looking so bleak. It's a bit of a depressing guy, isn't he? Who's in the showers? Hey! Ginger room crowd. Anyway, so we all finish up our drinks, then I ask Doris if it's her that stints. She reaches into her pants and pulls out a handful of shit. Woman is smiling, staring at me, asking if I want to eat it. Bullshit, Doris is crazy, but she's far from that insane. Why would she do that? What could she possibly do? She wants to intimidate me for taking her parking spot, and if you don't believe that it happened, just ask Dot. You should just pack up and flee the state in that case. If Doris is after you, you disappear without a trace. Ah, little laugh. Haha, yeah right, Doris doesn't stare me. I'm a black belt in judo, it's her that should flee. Maybe so, but Doris is a black belt in madness. Trying to stand up to her will only end in sadness. What's Doris doing pulling shit out of her knickers? That's weird. All of these gym showers look the same, even the ring of hairs surrounding the drain. I don't understand the Doris then. Who's Doris? I hope we meet Doris. I hope Doris is a main player. I hope she pulls out shit for me. And I say a little poem about it. Okay, let's have a look. Down through here. I want to find my office. I don't know where my office would be. Won't be in the canteen, but let's have a look at it anywhere. It's really important to me that meat is ethically sourced. My manager scoffed and said I was from reality divorced. If you think we worked harder because of posters, you're moronic. We waste so much time talking about them, I guess it's ironic. Our new software suite is just slowing us down. Whoever told that crap is a real clown. It took me 30 minutes to run my 5-minute report. Can we go back to our old software? Can we abort? Ew, what's... The saxophone's bad. Ew, what's in the stew? Does this look like hairs to you? Yep, sure it does. That's really bad. I don't complain, but Doris seems mad! Is this Doris? There's Doris! The people at table 3 says there's hair in the stew. The people over at table 3, a startling discovery did declare. It would seem that your meat stew is full of nasty clumps of hair. People lie, Henry. They lie all the time. Lying is a nasty thing. They should make it a crime. Ooh. What's the special for the day, Doris? I till for your mouse that's so porous. I see that to be moose, actually. I've already told you, Henry, I won't serve you a stab. Not till you've paid up and settled your entire tab. What's my tab at? It's the saxophone then. So I'm afraid to ask, what's my tab at? It must be a fair bit, but let's not have a spat. It's at 600 bucks! You better pay up quick. I'm not running a soup kitchen. I'll fucking chop off your dick! Wow, okay, calm down. I should let Dowie maybe get out of town. Gotta run, bye. Gotta run, hun. Oh my god, Doris is great. Big fan of Doris. I have no business in this kitchen, even if my cooking is bitching. I'm gonna end on Doris there. This is I Fell from Grace, out on Steam on the 20th of December. It's pretty good, yeah. Little adventure there. Little, you know, 2D one, which is quite nice, quite interesting, and all the dialogue is in poetry, which is, I've never seen that before. That's really interesting. Yeah, out on Steam, pretty cheap. I had a bit of fun playing this, actually. So cheers, and see you next time. Oh, subscribe, I guess, if you haven't. I should probably start saying that at the end of the videos. Get my subs up, maybe, and like the video too if you want to. Give it a like. Go on. Go on, you're looking at it now. You've watched like 25 minutes of this. Least you can do is press like. Go on. Do it.